All right, folks, welcome to lesson number 5 of the Millington, Tennessee Library's Dewey Decibels ukulele group. And in this lesson, we're going to be talking about hand position and why that's kind of important. So what I mean by hand position is where your hand is in relative to the neck of the ukulele. So if we have our first finger, our index finger, on the first fret of the ukulele, we would call that hand position 1, I guess, for lack of a better term. Maybe there is a term, but I don't know it. At any rate, our first finger is covering all the notes that get played on the first fret, and our second finger would cover all the notes on the second fret, third finger all the notes on the third fret, fourth finger all the notes on the fourth fret, and maybe even the fifth fret. So that works for playing melodies, okay, or what we call lead. It doesn't work for playing chords because, of course, a chord could have all your fingers jammed up on the same fret or whatever. So this is talking about when you're playing a melody. The other thing to note is if you don't have any fingers down, that's called an open string, okay? So if you just pluck the string without any fingers down on it, that's called an open, okay, note, an open string. Alright, so if I'm going to play open, first, third, first, open, I'm going to play that with my first and my third fingers. I'm not going to go all with one finger or even switch to the second finger. Alright, and the reason for that is it will make life more complicated as you get better if you learn that, because that's considered a bad habit. So if we learn it right to begin with, it will make our life and our learning journey a lot easier. So try to keep that in mind. Anything on the first fret is with first finger, third fret is your third finger. And then second fret would be your second finger. Alright, so try to stick with that. It will help you later. Alright, so what happens if we're playing a little bit further down the neck? Well, if we're doing that, we just want to establish a base. So if I'm playing something like the intro lead for Brown Eyed Girl, alright, so if I'm playing the lead for Brown Eyed Girl, I want to establish my first finger is here on the third fret. My third finger is going to be covering things on the fifth fret, and then my pinky is going to be covering, it's going to be reaching a little bit and covering everything on the seventh fret. Alright, so as I play that, and then now I'm going to actually drop up and change my hand position to where my first finger is covering everything on the second fret. And then in this case, I could start with my third finger and slide down from the third to the fifth fret because now I'm back with my first finger covering the third fret, which is where I need to be to keep going. Or some people, including myself, might actually choose to, since I'm sliding from the third fret, take my second finger, which is covering my third fret position, slide down, and then go back up and reestablish my first finger at the third fret position. Alright, so you have a couple options there, but the basic tenet is the same. Try to use all your fingers, okay, and not just use one or two fingers, okay? You want to make sure you use them and establish yourself to where you don't have a lot of hand movement. You got finger movement, but not hand movement up and down. Because if you play with one finger, you're going to constantly be doing this, and that's going to take time and effort that you don't have to expend. And if you just learn to do it with your fingers, you'll be able to play a lot quicker, a lot easier, a lot faster once you get some practice under your belt.